because they've beaten Big Keeper, they've beaten Akuma. Like, you have a look at it and it's like, okay, well, you got to be on your toes because you cannot take any single game, any single opposition for granted. But this map flyover means only one thing. We have got our game scheduled and ready to go. It is trained between CS2News ladies and DMS. DMS starts CT as anticipated. Let's see what CS2News ladies have got in the locker here.
Yeah, very, very curious. So, Ulis is that B player, as forecast. It looks like it might be Avarone around towards Ivy, which I suppose isn't too unusual. Gives Sosya positions she can brawl in. But also pistol rounds, you never really know if that's the full look. Illis juggles a smoke finish up to her so she can drop that and block. DMS haven't seen a thing. They don't feel the need to move because they have a lot of forward positions.
Yeah, but forward positions against Glocks can sometimes be a bit tricky. You've heard the glass break over at Pop, so Jamie knows that her position is essential. Kitsuna's been dinked in the meanwhile. There will finally be this commitment, but it's Sosya and Kitsuna to take the fight. Jamie has not even revealed herself yet. Abika can come around the corner, spots the gun barrel of Jamie, needs to grab the kill, needs to get the bomb, and do you know what? It's somehow working. Abika thrown into this clutch, would need to get all 5, and now the CTs start swarming, but they can't isolate her. Avarona backs up, and Abika has got time to move to B and get the bomb down just about. Or maybe she's going to take the fight straight to Avarona, and that, unfortunately, is a fatal mistake.
Oh, that's crushing because she'd played so well getting each of those individual duels. Brings it down to the 1v1. You feel like you've done the hard work. Not only have you done the hard work, but you've got a clear run to B. The bomb could go down and enable you to get a force buy into this round, which I think on paper, probably the better decision, but you can't blame her for feeling like she has the opportunity there because the CT sees her fall back. Avarona has to chase her. You don't expect Abika to just turn around and face you there, but Avarona, quick on it, denies what would have been a phenomenal pistol clutch to get things started.
Avarona is now taking bullets. Will drop the incendiary. That separates this T side and doesn't even want to take the fight. Backs out, now calls for support. Kitsuna is on the way, and then Avarona drops the bomb immediately. But she is being hunted, but they can't get by her. Famous is too strong. The fadeaway shot on towards Fatal. Emo Core left in a really tricky position. Avarona is just delivering again and again and again.
Yep, 2 rounds at the back of Avarona. I mean, that one is just the eco, but again, a denied ace. That's a little sad. We love an ace. That is what it is. And Famous doesn't actually get recovered, so it's a little bit of economical damage in the end, actually. We're still rocking 2, maybe even 3 SMGs here. Yeah. Oh, okay, there was a juggle of guns. Never mind. SMGs to the players that have closer angles. Jamie, who'll be up close towards E-Box / Pop, and the Avarona in Ivy. Got the AWP out early for the T side. Just holding towards upper B at the moment, but no pushes from the CTs. Again, happy with the forward positions they have.
Yeah, Sosya's position up towards top red train is very powerful. She's currently just jiggling for info right now by Pop. And Jamie just close Olaf. This is difficult because, as you said, they've got forward position on A site, but they don't actually have any further info. Smoke thrown in when one is also thrown back by CS2News ladies. Sosya will now get wins that Fatal's in towards Pop. And the swing actually comes out. It's an AWP team kill, which is really unfortunate. Sosya does deal with Vistal and Fatal, and now Stormy's left all alone. Somehow, some way, this is still a 1v2.
Yeah, but the bomb is in towards main. I think that was spotted on when they took down that player. So Stormy, this long rotate, yeah, doesn't even get started. Ulis is already rotated over, expecting that push through. So first gun round goes the way of DMS. Despite some good kills from Fatal coming through. And a real shame that the AWP kill goes that way. Yeah, that round's always tough for CS2News ladies. I'm surprised they went A because they didn't have
have the util to get out of that position. They were taking brown halls, they took pop. I thought they were just going to then just flex it into a B exec because you had a couple of smokes, you had a molly that you could deploy, but instead they go out A and they go into space that they have no info about. And that's the danger with Train. If you don't have any real map control, even though you feel like you do with pop, with A main, it gets denied. Now, Ulis to be tested. She's all the util coming in. It is just Tech 9. There's a waterfall smoke as well thrown in towards Heaven, but it doesn't matter because Ulis has found even more kills. Fatal will get the only trade currently in this alongside Vispel. But clutching this, again, is going to be tricky. Kitsuna knocked off the line. There was chances there, but Sosha takes it away once more.
Yeah, missed shot from Kitsuna almost sets up Fatal for something. Yeah, it's just getting these scrappy ends of rounds. They're not finding a convincing start to them is the problem, right? They're able to get a few kills back and make it look like it's potentially a way into the round, but it's felt like they've been on the back foot in every single one of these rounds. Like the first 2, 3 kills all seem to be going to DMS before something gets responded with. I did love Ulis's angle there. Really nice way to handle the play down. An aggressive line from Kitsuna has support, but she is run down. The flashbang fully blinded Jamie, couldn't help out. Now she needs help, and Sosya, the one to provide it. And between the two of them, they have eaten them alive. Vispel left alone and in a similar situation, trying to pick up the broken pieces. Bomb out towards E-Box, and she falls back. There's still a minute 20 plus on the clock remaining in a 1v3.
Yeah, that was CS2News ladies trying to pick up the pace by going in towards A, thinking, okay, you haven't seen us get really aggressive. The issue is that Kitsuna went aggro herself, and there's a consistent bait and switch with DMS, with Jamie behind this E-box, and CS2News ladies know that she's there. You just can't clear her out. And when you do go to swing, you're wide, and then you'll present yourself to a different angle. Averona gets contact, disengages, is doing really well at this job of staying alive at Ivy. That's actually the most important task, which is why I thought maybe Sosha would be over here. Just staying alive at Ivy continuously. But Averona is doing an impeccable job. And Sosha, with all these angles, with all these opportunities to find kills, she's making the most of it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm having to rejig my mental image of how this team plays now that I've seen the numbers. It's kind of rare to see a player go from kind of a real hard small site anchor role to kind of star rifle role essentially on a team.
Yeah.
Like that's not a common transition. You see it the other way sometimes, you know, like Malbs, Mezzy, but you don't necessarily. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't necessarily it the other way, but it's cool. You.
Yeah, I was called a star once by my mum.
Yeah, your mum, exactly. She's lovely.
They are out B. Ulis. Oh, overwhelmed by Stormy, and Kitsuna is in a spot above her. Actually going aggro with the AWP. This is ridiculous from Kitsuna, but her pushing has actually brought a lot of time. She's going to get backstabbed in just a second here. Surely. Wait. What? Surely. No. Hang on. No, Fatal's found 2 Deags, though. Fatal's found 2 Deagles, but it's Kitsuna from Heaven, because why on earth would you ever expect her in Heaven? Swaps the M4, knows that one player is in this smoke, and now Jamie is trapped. A big has come in the back lines as well, and Kitsuna, you got to remember, has got no idea. Low HP, time pressure, now a factor, and somehow that round boils down. CS2News ladies winning it off of the ridiculous flank from Kitsuna that was never spotted.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of rounds that they're going to win right there, the chaotic ones. Kitsuna, it feels so uncomfortable because of the push-up behind Thomas that she's like, okay, while this smoke's down, I'll take this opportunity to take the risk and push up the ramp. And I don't know how she's not shot in the back of the head. I think that molly that was thrown from the T side to deny her running up actually prevented that rotating player from seeing her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was able to get around to Heaven side. And almost does the whole thing by herself.
Shout out Fatal for getting those 2 Deags from Heaven as well. Like that's so important. If she gets 1 there, it's a completely different story. But the fact she was getting a multi-kill with the hand cannon. And because, yeah, these rounds have ended a little bit catastrophically for DMS, even though they've been claiming them. Look at what it's done to the money. You got a 5-7, an MP9, and drips and drabs of U2 after the initial tussle for control towards A.
Yeah, Fatal's going to want to keep an eye on in this, obviously, as a stand-in, but also, you know, not IGLing, presumably. It would be weird to sub in as IGL, so back on kind of just the primary fragging role, and yeah, you're expecting her to put out a bit more output than we saw during, I guess, the Dreamcatcher's tenure.
It's interesting. You put the MP9 and the 5-7 to go and take A main. Fatal now drops this waterfall smoke, and Ulish just swings. So low HP now for Fatal, but the waterfall smoke is down, which means that they can scale not only down the ladder, but also in towards deep heaven. Emo Core's holding for Jammy. This round has fallen apart here for DMS.
Yeah, Slushy goes down. Averona just saving the M4 at the moment, the only objective. One out each of their fights. That's all they need to do.
It's that element there for Ulis pushing. You can see why she does it, because she's in that spot. But because your A players have taken A main, their rotates are so far away. So if you can disengage, if you're playing a little bit more passive on B, that would have been preferable. But instead, Ulis is on an island, and she takes the fight to sort of make it a little bit better in this situation. But if she was playing more passive there, whilst the A players are getting aggressive, then there can be a safe passage to rotate into.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame her for that peak, because, you know, it's a lurk smoke being thrown out from that position, and you think, yeah, maybe I've got a good timing on the swing, right?
You can blame her for being that far up.
Sure. Yeah. The actual,
dear.
Oh, that doesn't matter. We got eco. I mean, it's not nice, but it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, blame's also just the wrong word, but it's like...
Sure.
You know what I mean?
All right, we got a little pop. Gonna have the M4 at the back lines to try and, you know, catch someone off. But Fatal hanging out up above and spraying down below. M4 gets one, but that is it.
Really good recovery here. And this hasn't been CS2News ladies doing anything too flashy. It's just been grouping up and popping together through B. Feels like that is a moment of weakness there for DMS at the moment. Avarona's not really been tested on Ivy. She was early, but in the last couple of rounds, she's seen absolutely nothing. Now would be the time maybe to put a player over there for CS2News ladies to punish that potential aggression. Need to give a lot of attention towards it. And in fact, there will be a player head in there. It's Visbal holding just in case Avarona goes for this push. Instead, it's Kitsuna on the other side.
Sasha instead. And yeah, the two of them have pushed up Dog, and it's being held for. Fatal and Stormy, the timing on that was terrible. Just as Utility's getting thrown, and Kitsuna somehow hits a shot on that wide swing. So you know the bomb and Vispel are out there. Emo Court in trouble, but is able to find some space with a strong kill. And if she'd found that one, suddenly it's a 2-on-2, but she's down to 2 HP. Sasha will be dealt with. Jammy catches her on the jump up. It's all onto Vispel, the 1 versus 2, and there's going to be this flank coming through. You can see Ulis on the minimap, already around behind main.
It's unlucky.
Oh, that is not the gun she wanted. At least she gets a reload off it. But finding either of these players is going to be tricky. There was maybe a timing there on Ulis, who now crawls around red. Vispel falls back, doesn't quite get spotted, but Jammy aware, swings through, hits the headshot. And you got to say, those two players play that perfectly.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And the fact that Jammy actually gets the kill on, I think it was Emo Core, low HP, going towards this orange train here where Jammy's currently standing, is everything, because it means that Ulis's flank is undetected, and it will be even less sort of known by Vispal. That'll be the last consideration of, oh, there will be a big flank forming. And well, we said about Bigger Keeper versus Akuma. Currently, on Akuma's pick of Mirage, they are winning 7-2.
Okay.
That was fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's a team with a lot of good aimers, so... Joker's back in top form. So to keep an eye on that game as it progresses. dog control early for the T side. They throw a molly to deny Jammy going through, and with this pick that's taken down onto Kitsuna, and look to maybe accelerate. There are 2 players here. You've still got Ulis. No, you don't. Taken down back Oil, and now Sosya, the only defender nearby, molly back. I think there might just be a save.
Yeah, you got to. And you can't recover Kitsuna's AWP, I don't think. So that's going to be a tough round. And CS2News is, again, going back towards B. Ulis plays in the same angle as she did for the eco, this time considered and just instantly cleared. Really good molly that was also thrown by the T side. It looks like you're just throwing it straight in the sky, but it hits the lamppost and drops down onto the other side of upper. Need a better day for device. It drops down onto device and it covers all of that sort of railing. It's a little bit rusty sometimes, going back to train and trying to remember all of the little nuanced call-outs.
Yeah. The tough one, I think, just for people to get used to, is Hell and Heaven. Because you think that the spot below Heaven would have been called Hell, but you already had a Hell on the other side.
Good molly being thrown to deny pop control, but Jammy's not interested. She wants to fight main really aggressively. Emo Core spots her out though. And also spots Sosya. So that's 2 confirmed pieces. Apitka's now holding to support Emo Core. And now you've got Stormy that can be in pop to try and deal with Sosya.
Sosya wins out that first duel, but forced back and somehow behind the flames, able to get a follow through. Kitsuna then chimes in from back default. Emo Core will get that trade. There's a teammate not too far away. Emo Core is not slowing down. Puts it into the 2-on-2. They know a player was back towards Hell. And Sosya, on low HP, playing around Pop Dog, smoked off right now. Seeing if she's given anything. And Vispel might give her that fight she's looking for momentarily. And she's waiting for the fade. Has the HP advantage. And the timing, not great, but still able to stay alive. This round now hinges on Averona, who swings out from camera, goes down, and Sosya, they know where she was.
It's a nice movement from Sosya. So she's gone around one side of the train and now starts walking. So she's got there a bit quicker and has denied all audio. So they have to look at a pop. They need to be ready for a deep flank, potentially. That'll start entering their minds. Vispel is playing this really well alongside Emo Core.
It's not planted for them, really. It's at the back of the train. So Sosya, with a smoking kit, there's a real chance she could do something interesting here. I mean, sticking it, yeah, that was probably never going to work out the gate, but still, you got to give something a try at that point. But this is now 5 for the T side, and the money broke for DMS.
Yeah, this can be an even game. I've got to say, I've been really impressed with Emo Core's trading ability here, because you get 2 kills here, you think it's all over, you've nullified it, and then Kitsuna catches a bit. You think, okay, well, surely this round it is just all said and done. But Emo Core trades Kitsuna, gets the follow-up on towards Ulis and towards CT, and then just slows down and allows Vispel to work. It's really well played by both of them, but Emo Core especially in the past few rounds has been really impressive.
There's that main control. Sosya flashed through with the 5-7, doesn't see anything. T-side should be aware that DMS economy can't be in a great space. So they can take their time with this, establish control. We've already baited out 2 incendiaries over on B, so that's immediate info that 2 players lean here currently.
It sounds a bit cringe, but I feel like you just got to give this a gamble if you're DMS. 2 players on B with lesser weaponry versus bringing everyone over towards A, I think would be a better scenario. Jammy has been here basically every round, so they need to molly or they need to hard clear her.
Surely she gets cleared here. Oh, the flashbang actually almost sets her up, but the pre-fire and Fatal comes around. Clothesline Sosya. Kitsuna isolated in towards Ivy, smoked off at Cabs, and that's where everyone rotates from. No kit on these 3 CTs. CS2News ladies in a fantastic position to get 6 and tie us up. And Abitka looks to lock it in. Ulis remains, but not for too much longer. This is going to be a tied up half in a moment. And there's the final shot. Nail in the coffin, 6-6.
All even as we enter the second half of Train. A really good response to CS2News ladies on their T side. And now for DMS, it's about reinventing themselves because currently I think they're on the back foot.
Yeah, when you consider how the pistol round went in that first half, where it probably should have gone to this clutch for CS2News ladies, that was denied. Still, they bring it back to 6-6. Cursor Peak. CS2 is a point-and-click adventure when you think about it.
Yeah. Movement, not really a thing anymore. You can just be fully accurate whilst moving now. It's great.
Here we go. Out through Pop, split through. Molly is good at the back, and Abitka forced into the open, removed. All of her shots don't quite connect. Dispel cooking in the back corner, but she'll still stand and fight. Meanwhile, Emo Core delivered a double. And now they're really struggling to find the space. A double up in towards head. Emo Core is not slowing down. Has really warmed up into this one. And Ulis doesn't know where her teammates have gone. Run down by Fatal. And that is CS2News taking the pistol.
That's brilliant from Emo Core, but you got about Visible just staying alive, and it denies so much space for Averona to really be able to scale. They can't get in towards the back of the bomb site, and they all start panicking, and Emo Core just swings out. The fact that Visp was able to get 2 kills there is actually just ridiculous. Like, that should not be happening. But it does, and Emo Core just cleans up the rest. Brilliant pistol by CS2News ladies. DMS. Oh, we start to sweat a little bit.
What are they up to with Glocks? They ran very loudly, so Fatal's heard all of this and has calmed it over. Emo Core's position up on red. We'll see if they move back main. It's an adventure. DMS are taking a stroll through the back alleys of the train depot. And Abitka's very happy for this. She's got an MP9. She wants them to come this way. And she will get her desire. Molly slows them down. How many can she take down? All the HE actually doesn't do as much as maybe you'd think, but now on the jiggles. No, don't steal her kills. Let the SMG feast. Ah, well, that's actually... It's okay. She only got 2 SMG kills out of all of that. And they lost 2 players, but rounds around.
It's fine. You still made a bit of money. More importantly, you kept the M4 that was dropped here, and you upgraded the MP9. So actually, it's pretty fine. Like it's not the end of the world.
Had armor USP. I think she was saving for the orb. That's how she dies instantly.
I mean,
no
fair.
head armor.
Oh, that is a lot of damage. Fatal has been cooked.
Oh, where did that even happen? Is that just towards main? Yeah, okay, trying to scale to Pop Dog. There's just no way you get anything here. Averona should lock this in. A tiny bit of damage. There was a chance for a headshot. Udas catches out Stormy too. That was pushing aggressive up the ramp of Fatal's fight. Not able to punish that timing, and so a 5-on-3 advantage for DMS.
This is brave. Oh, do you know what? I kind of love it. It's a really good angle for Emo Core to take. Sosya, I don't think we'll expect a close corner peek. That barrel's not protruding. And there you go. Emo Core will catch her off. And that puts a little bit of pressure on. Abitka goes around the corner, and Emo Core's found another in the meanwhile. That push has netted so much.
I can't believe this round has fallen apart like this. 5-on-3, and now CS2News ladies, they've got the player advantage. Back into the 2-on-2. Vistel misses a chance. Flames will go over, disrupting the bomb plant, but a smoke lands. Jamie able to scale over, plant it. Emo Core takes a lot of damage on her movements over, but still fighting. Finds one, and it's got to be Averona. Needs to find both. Good first kill. Knows it's the AWP she's up against, but swings straight into the sniper. CS2News ladies take the first gun round.
Yeah, Emo Core's been brilliant. Again, just... The way that she plays by pushing in towards A main there, I thought she was going to walk the smoke, but no, just gets into a corner to upset DMS, catches Sosya off guard. I'm not sure where the second kill came in from, but an important one in that 2 versus 2 to make it really tough for Averona. I can't believe they let it escape, especially after Ulis caught Stormy. Oh, just an instant trade. Okay. That's a great swing on towards Pop.
Brilliant round from Emo Core. They keep the finances actually not even that bad. Despite losing almost every round, they're still decent. Stormy's playing basically a retake setup on B. So they are anticipating a potential pop play with a half investment, and that would be correct. Jamie's going to try and smoke from afar. Stormy gets ahead of it, and she'll Actually, the smoke's maybe missed. Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
a little
it
too
has.
deep, so Stormy able just to stand and continue fighting forward. Bomb will get over, if that's something, but you already play it down and fighting forward. Averona can't find success. Fatal doubles up. And this looks to be a pretty clean conversion against these half-bought pistols. Jamie offers something up and a little bit more. The Flames all on her feet. She has nowhere to go, and Kitsuna, a really difficult position, but a good first kill. Is there a well where she can do this? The defuse, Kitsuna on the drive-by has put it into the one-on-one. Vispel defusing in the smoke right in front of her, but it's a 10-second. It's a 10-second, and the HE blows it open. Kitsuna delivers something for DMS.
And I thought it would be the chaotic rounds in which CS2News ladies would be able to do something. But no, instead, it's Kitsuna. Finally, she has a moment from Brown Halls where you feel like she should have got it done with the AWP. Instead, it's just the Tech 9 decimating on towards this CT defense. That's a breath of life that was much needed. It's back with the economy. Well, it's completely blown to bits now. A 1900 loss bonus. They're going to buy in the next round. But it's not going to be great. There's a real chance that this goes 9-9.
Facial again dealing with this aggressive utility, but the White Swing PG-50, the Deagle out towards Ivy. And Kitsuna limping as well. These are some sharp shooters.
How has it got to this point?
Well, because you can just run and shoot people, and it's really hard to deal with that. That's how Fatal gets her kill. Oh, dear.
Oh. Surely this is just done.
Jamie, this one's on you.
They haven't got armor. They haven't got armor, and yet they're in the position to win.
Just trade out your teammates, Jamie.
I mean, look at this, Bo.
On top of the train. She's the only one over here. If the bomb goes down... Yeah, okay. Spell spots, drops. That's been potentially heard. Ulis, you go first, all right? You got the low HP. The spell swings out, and without armor, that's the difficulty. The HP, actually, maybe not as big a factor. You don't have the armor to back it up. Chances for a bit kill. One body shot onto either of these low HP players. And time's going to be an issue. This could still be disrupted, but Kitsuna finds another critical quick kill. And now Jamie can plant. Ulis just providing physical coverage. And I think they've managed to find their way back into this round after those initial kills, after all of that damage done. Jamie goes down. Imocore with a chance in this. Both of them so low. The swing out onto the first just needs a single bullet onto Ulis. That's all it will be. And Ulis just runs away. She knows that the time's not here for Imocore. It needs to be the 10-second stick. And she can't buy it. The swing comes out. Oh, one shot. Can't connect. That was her chance. That was her chance. Ulis just bullet time dodging the bullets.
How? So many hows. You feel like it's done. As soon as that damage comes in, DMS play it really well to put this into a 3v2. Imocore deals with Kitsuna, and it's like, oh, okay, well, Ulis is going to run away now, surely. What a mess.
He just stays fighting. I can't believe that.
Yeah, take that time out. What a mess.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was no armor. No armor. You bring it down to a 1v1. 4 HP is the difference between DMS winning and losing that eco round out of CS2News, ladies. And now they've got to go up against M4's Scout and an MP9.
A round gave me anxiety watching it.
I'm stressed.
Yeah. Scout fires off. Oh, they're going fast. Flashes come over. Imocore is close red. It's Averona that's extended with Sosha up towards Olaf. Between the two of them, they've gotten that initial control. Sandwich smoked off right now, so the deep Ivy players can't see anything. The smoke fades. Another fight's come forward. Fatal traded out after one. Imocore is supported, and that support has kept her in this until Jammy swings out. Ulis can't convert the spray. Bit of damage done. Jammy trying to find the kill back, but Visbel with the headshot. The scout comes through, pushing smokes. Oh, and Ulis, this one's now tricky. Visbel upgrades to an AK. They know that you're locked in here. And the HE makes it all the more painful. Molly might upset a bit car. In fact, it's going to force her forward. What? Oh, it's okay. The swing comes. That reposition to main. Good enough, but... Oh my goodness, these rounds.
I mean, that one you got to give a lot of credit to CS2News ladies for, because Emocore's in a really good spot, which then provides a little bit of room for the rest of the squad to come through. The fact that Visp was able to hit a scout shot there through the smoke is just ridiculous. But for DMS, they're ready to go. They get blocked by counter utility, but when that counter utility fades, they've been so sort of disrupted in their plans that they don't really know where to go. You can see that the stress forming on some of these faces. Ulis and Jammy in particular starting to be a little bit upset by what's happening. And Fatal is playing a lights out game as well. That incendiary is going to push them back, delay them even further, allow this MP9 to get up close. And another follow-up smoke. That's going to land just beyond that molly. And now there's no way into B.
Stormy can just hang out. I have to wait for these smokes. Flashbang. Sosya. We had a chance there. Back to A main. A flashbang. What you're working with, and it's just to get control of main. It's not even to take space on site. Oh no, she's going to reposition now. They've cleared this. So the flash comes over. Emocore tucked in. Jammy should know all about this position. Emocore, the spray's wild. Can't control it, but Stormy comes out from Pop. Had full control, and she farms up with that MP9.
Dodgy. DMS just... I mean, you can't do anything in this round. You've got, like, no util. Like, it's so hard to be able to overwhelm and do anything, especially that early util set in towards B. Like, that completely ruins your plans. You've got to go back towards A main, go back exactly into where CS2News ladies want you to go into. I just think for DMS, the best course of action here is just to put a little bit of space in towards A main between you and the CTs. And then at the same time, just exec it in towards a site. They've got pop control. They've got A main control. Sosya's made it out and deletes Emocore. That's much better. Now you just need to group. You don't need to overwhelm because Fatal will take it away from you. Another double from Fatal makes things even. Averona now dealt really low. And Sosya's been removed as well. You didn't need to commit into this.
And now Averona known in Pop. Stormy's pushing it. She's aware of this. The MP9 difficult to deal with. That is map point for CS2News ladies. They try and accelerate onto that A side after getting that first pick from Sosya, but the smokes veil vision. Visbel plays around the box on top of the train on default. So many different angles to deal with. The DMS just aren't finding their shots. Look what they're dealing with. Jamie's running a Glock.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. And now Stormy. Oh.
What?
Gets two.
Second.
Gets two from that situation. Yeah, you could pretty much call it quits, I think.
Jamie's so far removed from this as well. This is the kill that could give something back. Sosya controls it. She's so low, but this smoke has given Ulis room to work with. And Jamie, oh, she had anything but the Glock. A PT-50 would have done the job. But maybe Ulis can be the one that does it. 2 kills forward. You know where Fatal was. You know that she just flying through. Don't be exposed. Ulis needed to hit that shot, and she does.
How does that work then? How is that the round that they get through amongst everything? Jammy can't backstab because she's got the Glock.
The rounds that they've gotten with that one, the one against the Tech 9 one with the 1v3, and then against the pistols where Ulis wins out. George probably shouldn't have. This has not been a clean T side.
You're telling me. And weirdly enough, it can still go overtime because of the economy. Because they're on first stage loss bonus here. They're going to go into the Deegs again. They're going to buy up into the next round. But because they're buying on 2-stage loss bonus, if they lose that, they'll have nothing. And it will be overtime.
You know, we've already had one upset map so far, Brandon. Update on the Big Keeper versus Akuma game. Akuma 13-7 map 1. Their map pick a Mirage.
Looks good. I mean, at least it's kept it a little bit competitive there for Bigger Keeper, considering where it was. Fatal with the Deagle. Oh, misses the AWP shot by Kitsuna, but the Deagle bullet doesn't go the other way. This ball? Surely, yeah, cleared. And Avarona's there on a bit cut. This starts out how you expect it to start out.
Yeah, okay, now they're dealing with these pistols. This is nowhere near as scary as the other round. And Ula's in the prime position to lock out Stormy in a second on the swing, and she'll take down both. She's come alive these last few rounds in the T side. Kept them in the map. Honestly, yeah, I'd get rid of that Mac 10 and I just buy myself a rifle here. Like, yeah. Two fan misses, but the AWP is out.
Need a bit more from Avarona if they want to get to overtime. She's had 5 kills all half.
I feel like Kitsuna's also had quite a slow one outside of that 1v3.
True. It's been Ulis, Sosya stepping up. A main control established here by the CTs. They're going to push this issue further. If they do, they're going into Sosya and her Galil. Everyone from DMS is going to root back in here. So Imokora's got a chance to get a multi.
She's been good from this position. 2 players on B. So if DMS find an entry, they can capitalize on it quickly. Imokora, they suspect that she could be tucked in here, but the timing, it all comes down to the timing. And it's terrible for the T's. Fantastic for Imokora. Kitsuna will get one back. Not out of the woods yet, but needed that. Jammy can't get the multi. Ulis is low. Imokora will close it with a quad kill. And we get Train going the way of CS2News ladies.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it actually did kind of look that way when the first half came in, because you've got CS2News ladies figuring out where DMS were playing, and DMS,
which obviously went on to become Spray and Slay, although I think Spray and Slay got their revenge in the actual official league the other week. But all in all, it's fun that, yeah, they definitely have the familiarity on. And if you're DMS, despite sitting 2 in the groups, you cannot rest on your laurels, because this CS2News ladies roster, they are fragging today.
Yeah, and this is, again, it's one of those where you win this, it looks clean, it looks really good for your season. You lose this, every game has that much more of pressure applied behind it. And as CS2News ladies, they're going to stack 4 players towards B, and DMS are countering this. Sorry, towards A. DMS are countering this by going towards B, and currently only Stormy's here, smoking kit.
Alright, gonna throw out the util, so she'll just be playing retake with that smoking kit. They really hope this is gonna be the A play. At least for CS2News ladies, like, yeah, you need to take some other space, because you've smoked off long and short, you don't have anywhere for the post plant, you need to control ramp and you need to control cave. They've managed to get both of them at the moment. Sostia is going to have a lot on her plate, though. 2 players coming, and they know that she's here. And Fatal draws first blood. Sostia will find success, but she gets traded out, and all the kills are coming up blue. Ulis, only one left, and she can't find a thing.
Yeah, they played that really well. The immediate push out from A main as soon as the smokes came in just gave them that room. Just speaking about the fact that Fatal's solo going towards cave, but still wins out her fight anyway. DMS, they took an extra couple of seconds. They flashed in towards cave. They made sure that no one was hiding in the corners because they were so surprised that they had taken all of B site without too much resistance, bar that play coming in from short, just a couple of taps from Stormy. And the space was swarmed immediately. There were no trade kills. They tried to go long DMS, but that wasn't the original intention of where they wanted to set up from. They wanted to be more in towards ramp and cave, and they were just blindsided.
Yeah, fun setup, actually. Bit of pace on the pistols.
Wow.
Ulis wins that fight with the P250. That's given some space in towards red. It should still all be fine, but Fatal gets dinged. Stormy overwhelmed with that picked up M4. There's Armor and Sostia. And Fatal, low HP, the only one here. This was just a couple of pistols invested. A bit of armor, and it's all gone awry. Ulis tucked into the corner, steals one away. And this round stolen.
I mean, brilliant. You've got Ulis hitting a ridiculous P250 headshot on towards red room. The nade didn't affect her, wasn't able to get rid of her, and then Fatal gets dinked. It's like, okay, we can definitely go in towards B here. Sasha picks up the gun in towards red. Again, just favorable trades here for DMS. And CS2News, like, just talks about them blindsiding DMS, or that they've been absolutely blindsided. And what's really good here from DMS is they had a key mid-round adjustment, and they all stuck to the game plan. It wasn't like players were sort of ready to split up and sort of settle down and rest on the space that they got. It was, okay, no, we take more space. We catch them in these transitions, and it worked really well there.
Big round for Sostia. You got the force back, and it doesn't feel pretty. You have no utility through that elbow smoke. That was it. You've gambled towards B. You don't hate this when it is one of these force fire rounds with just pistols. Because if they don't come B, at least you can hold on to that weaponry. Jamie has spotted out a bit, so she'll throw forward a molly. Maybe that little bit of info is actually good. It might entice DMS the way that CS2News ladies want them to go. They might just be the ones that make the proactive move. Oh! Sostia lined them up. A skewering in heaven, and Abika will win that duel. Now they can just go straight to A.
This feels better. Even in the first couple of rounds here, you can see how much attention to detail DMS have got in these rounds, how much more confident they are playing on Ancient. And they're attacking this one with confidence. You've got to remember, this was also just a forced buy-in. The CS2News ladies, is the worst start. When you win the pistol on CT side, then you get hard reset. Has to be a save for a 5-7 and a deagle. You look for kills potentially on the way out, but none will be offered up, you imagine, by DMS. So an excellent start to proceedings on their map pick, especially after sort of getting annihilated on that pistol. Navarona won't even allow Visible to save this M4. I don't think anyone will go down to the bomb either, so a really good look. 4 staying alive there on the force bag.
Crazy Sostia just lines up 2 instantly. All right, strong start. We'll be sitting 3-1. Shouldn't be any disasters in this. It was only Stormy that lived. She'll even drop her deagle over. Such a good teammate that she is. And she'll hold on to a PT-50 that she purchased. So, slight little extra bit of edge into the round. But, yeah, not expecting much. Flashbang doesn't connect. The USP running through. Hits the dink. Now the cavalry arrives. A clean up for Jamie. There's a player tucked in the corner here. She'll be dealt with. Everyone falls for the CTs.
I appreciate how you were making mention to that P250 and then they're getting the deagle, and I'm just sat there just like, it just doesn't matter. Like it's not gonna result in anything. I know Train got a little bit scary, but I think it was just Train.
Yeah. We'll see.
We will.
Fortunate. Oh, nice jump. I've never hit that jump, Brandon. Can you hit it?
I'll be honest with you on the broadcast. Maybe like 1 in 5.
It's hard.
It is hard.
I've done
Jamie's
it in
called
Go.
this perfectly. Yeah.
Mulling into donut. Oh, just set up the swing.
It's not just 7 and 1. Oh, this is just going to be so difficult. Lineup's really good for the bomb and not denied. That's so unfortunate for Vispel. That could have made the rotates come over and feel a lot better. But now, because you don't know how much damage you've really done through that smoke, you start to question whether that was even the plant in the first instance. These spams in Donut aren't working. Now Ulis starts activating. Fatal gave it another look back. Stormy starts activating on Sosha. Maybe there's a way in. There's a boost player. There's one in A main, and there's Ulis coming in from Donut, but she only finds one, and that's the only kill that's gathered. Averona needs to get a couple more and can't do it. Is there enough time for this defuse? It looks like it with the way the bars are moving. I think CS2 News ladies have just about done it. No!
Oh, no! Oh, that's crushing.
You know what's horrible as well is that Stormy and I think it was Emocore were both stood on the bomb, and Emocore left the bomb to Stormy. If Emocore had just started going on that defuse, they get it.
I can't. Like, this round looked like it was done. I thought
there
it was
something.
over.
Yeah.
That's kind of the worst situation because you could have saved. Oh, so close.
And it's also horrible because you killed everyone. You don't even take away any of the weapons because you died to the bomb explosion. So now the best weapon in this round is an MP9.
I thought the money was like glitched or something when I looked at the T side before they bought, because they had like 3 players that were like 13, 14K. But no, that's just what their economy is like. This is one of these rounds though that is no longer going to be a threat because you're only dealing with one player, you know where she is, and Ulis wins out that engagement. 5-1 is the scoreline.
I do like that we are getting some danger in some of these rounds, though. I was worried that DMS were going to come over here after losing Train and just completely ruin any idea of this being a 2-0. And look, we are sort of approaching that, but at the same time, like we now get Vispel on the AWP. We've seen some good things out of Abitka and Emocore early. There's still definite hope to recover this first half. The nades in mid have been a consistent factor. Abitka hits the jump again. Flashbang will affect both her and Emocore, and of course it's Sosha that gets both.
Those flashes are brilliant, aren't they? Fatal will at least get one back. A little jiggle out to deal with Averona. You know Sosha's out there. 3-on-3. And Vispel's still unknown in towards Donut with the AWP. Hasn't fired off a shot. Sosha's expecting a push to come out, but Stormy on the jump peak. Keeping an eye on things. Did she see Sosha? I don't know. Now she
does
did.
now.
Oh, what?
Oh,
And Sosha
what?
wins out the fight on the AWP after spotting Stormy. Disregards the player red, expects that swing from the AWP, and now, oh my god. Sosha is something else.
I'll have to go back and look in the broadcasts for Dreamcatcher's K27 because I know we spoke really highly of Sosha and how good she was as an anchor player, but now having this freedom, she's quietly becoming one of my favorite players to watch. It's absurd. I think we're even at the point where we can say that was a top 5 player play of the day. That was just ridiculous.
I love to watch all those kills from her POV. I really want to see the fight into Vispel because that was cheeky. She'd been spotted by Red. You think that she's going to be locked in on that? Oh, she gets the ace. She gets the ace. Yeah, sure. Take them all. A little smile. Yeah, you've earned that.
I'm writing it now for everyone. Round 7, Ancient. 6-1, no money. I'll be Lucy, this is more what I expected from DMS. This scoreline, the manner in which the rounds are being won as well. Even the Brolin Molly and Sosha says, oh, I would love to have a few more kills. Yes, please. Fatal having a bit of a biff, and Emocore actually does remove Ulis. Jammy stands strong. It is a 3-on-3, and Kitsuna's sort of locked out the fight, but Sosha is providing good leverage again.
Sosha has...
Oh.
Okay. Nah, it's just not possible. Sosha's got this one locked in, and if not, Kitsuna will come around. Sosha had 11, 12k going into that round. Money's not going to be a problem for this team for the rest of the map. And she's like, okay, yeah, we're going to be up against pistols here. Take this off, Kitsuna. I'm buying a Mac 10. I want more frags.
Now we need to start seeing some variety here for CS2News ladies. We've seen aggression in towards ramp. That elbow smoke's missed. It just gets worse. And Kitsuna's now anticipating that someone is going to be pushing her in towards A. So just takes the angle. There is a player on A. In fact, there's a couple. One of them is just on the sign in a Bitka. Spots the shadow of Kitsuna. That's a really good molly to deploy to break away. But look at DMS. They're all fanned out over the map. The only info CS2News ladies have is that one was out over towards A. So they're going to push. They're going to reset middle. This is a really good way to control this. Averona needs to drop a smoke on her position. And Sosha, of course, she's here. Averona is about to be spammed out.
Sosha, they know that there's going to be another player here. And of course, Sosha gets a double up, will be removed by Vispel. And you've got a low HP on Averona. She's dealt with. Kitsuna tries to slide in, but Vispel's AWP is raining out death in the feed. Unfortunately for her, Ulis over the top found a kill. But for DMS, the bomb is all the way back towards spawn. So now it might come down to Ulis on this timing through cave.
The thing is, she can time this. But I really like her position, just sat in towards cave, because now if you're Jammy and you're Ulis, you can say, look, they can have pushed down the B ramp. This timing is everything. Stormy's going to go down in towards mid, so the pathway, could be created. Stormy looks back into cave at the worst possible time, and Ulis turns round as well. Oh, that's CS2 timing in a nutshell. Jammy can now scale and put the bomb down, but winning this is going to be tricky.
A chance in it, though. Oh, what? Who does that? Who does that? Stormy wasn't even near her. What is Vispel doing? That's insane. I mean, you're not going to expect it. What?
Why would you do that in a 2v1?
That's insane. With the AWP of all guns, like the one that's the hardest to quick adjust with.
Oh, there's a round back.
Yeah. Okay.
The timing on Stormy and Ulis. I thought Ulis was just going to sit there. You need to wait for Jammy to get up past the doors before you then go and pull out utility. Timing is just unbelievable. Abitka gets destroyed by U2, as does Emocore. These nades in towards middle have just been so oppressing.
Yeah, doing a lot of work, can't they? At least they have got this control. I'll stick around for too long. Smoke on cave. I don't actually have a lot of information on this CT side. We start from this spell, waiting for this fade. DMS just going to group back up to B. Does look to be the case.
There are 3 here. I feel like that nade's going to do more damage onto Ulis, but it doesn't. Is the AWP going to move off? No. And that's because we've got this pushing towards A main. So they're very certain this will end B, and they're bang on the money.
Will these rotators be too late, though? That's the question. Fatal in cave. It's just going to be straight up the ramp. Full-on brawl up the ramp. Utility comes over. Smokes land. Short and long. Flames are fantastic. This was forced out. And a bit low as well. A second Molotov goes into the back lines. Fatal's forced back. This spell needs to be cleared, and she might not be. Swings out for a kill. Now you have Sostia, Fatal, chiming in. Another multi-kill from Sostia before she's dealt with. And oh my god, Ulis through the smoke. That's unfortunate for Stormy. That extra Molotov thrown out. Visbil just about gets away from it with such little HP. Fatal's the only one that feels that she can deliver this round, and is the only one still standing. A swing out from one side. Avaruna spots her. All the crosshairs can train on her position, ready for that swing. Avaruna sits, waiting for the step out. Ulis jiggling. Fatal should swing. Avaruna should swing. Fatal falls. And it's an 8th for DMS.
How many mollies going towards cave there? Like, there's an unbelievable amount of util put in towards cave, making it so difficult. You think when it's actually Avarone and Kitsuna that swing in towards caves, try and take the fight off the back of the second molly. If Visbil is able to clear and kill Avarona instead of Kitsuna, the bomb falls. And that's a whole different round. So it's these tiny little things that add up to DMS converting that third molly in towards the entrance of the cave that just shores up the round in its entirety. But my goodness me, the fact that we get nearly the round going completely the other way because Visbil kills the bomb carrier rather than the AWP Kitsuna. Oh, take a breath. We got one in the form of a tech pause. Action back underway in the penultimate round of this first half. Fatal, the only one with a gun. And to be fair to her, even though they're losing 8-2, she has 90 ADR.
Yeah, she's always a bit of an impact fragger, isn't she?
So, Sasha, 18-5. 18-5 for 10 rounds played.
She's had a multi-kill almost every round. She had one in that round. Was an ace thrown in there, of course. Again, that Sosia Ulis duo again. On the Big Keeper Kuma stream right now, that is 8-1 to Bigger Keeper on their map pick. I think the most interesting part of that is that their map pick, Brandon, was Nuke, which is surprising to me. Yeah, right. Nuke, picked by Bigger Keeper.
Did they tease that on socials? Hang on. I'm gonna go look, because they teased Train.
Nuke, I don't think when's the last time I saw them even play Nuke? It's been a minute.
You look for that stat.
Yeah, I'll look take a whiz.
I'll look for this.
All right, so they played Nuke. They played it a reasonable amount last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times throughout the entire year. So one of their least played maps in 2024. But overall, actually, I don't think they'd even played it really much before that. Yeah, 3 times 2023, twice in 2022. So a real rarity.
No, they tweeted a Gengar in Dust 2 for some reason, but not Nuke.
Gengar is though. It's interesting. Maybe you can tell me a bit more.
Yeah, go on.
Well, Gengar is a really popular Pokemon. I didn't realize how popular Gengar was.
Yes.
Why is Gengar so popular?
I don't know, to be completely honest with you. I think you got to think about the different forms it takes as well, right? So in like the main series Pokemon games, they obviously like have a little gimmick for every single generation. Gengar's had a Mega Evolution, which actually was really cool. And then he had like a Gigantamax form as well. And they're only given out to like certain Pokemon. So he's also just a good type in Ghost and Poison for competitive play. Has had really good abilities as well.
That's good, Brandon.
And it's been around since Gen 1.
I'm reading on our Pokemon, and top comment is round, purple, good.
Okay.
So I think there's obviously a broad appeal for the geeks.
Yeah.
And for the...
I think the fact he's been around for so long as well, like first generation of Pokemon added in, like
he is a bit of a goofball when you look at him. Yeah. You know what?
he's portrayed in the anime Goofy as well.
Yeah, I like him.
And the Pokemon cards, before we get into the round, the TCG ones, like some of his like arts and like the illustration rares are like really good.
All right, putting the saved M4, or the 1 in 4, the forced M4, into good use with an opening kill. And the Smokes have denied immediate response onto B. So that's a second rifle picked up, an AK for a bit cutter, and a lot of space. The issue is going to be Averona, who's walked through Donut. I think DMS can just let her play.
She can hear all of this.
They have no idea.
No, they think it's B. You should. The only thing you have to worry about is the fact that players can be in towards mid. Oh, Averona. You should just take the kill.
No, she wants to buy the time so that the players can get close enough, but yeah. Yeah, smoke it. Easy. Yeah, they're not going to force their way through this. And that was one of your rifles. Averona slips the net, and that should be enough to win the round.
Yeah, she's even now holding for the Heaven Rotates as well. This is brilliant from Averona. They had to worry about elbow where Sosya died. But as soon as Averona takes all this space away, the smoke is just the icing on the cake. The smoke guarantees the round. Emo Core. Oh, deletes Averona. It is still a 4-3 in favor of the CTs, but Jammy and Ulus make quick work of that deficit in a dramatic fashion. Jammy even follows up onto Fatal. No armor, only a USP for Vispal. Falls at the hands of the Orb. That's overkill, but that's DMS taking 9.
Yeah, that was a cool round from CS2News ladies, but it was, as soon as you saw Averona walking through Donut undetected, you just knew that round was going to be circumnavigated. Yeah, a lot more one-sided this one than Train.
This is fake B, go A.
Yeah, the Ops here too.
Oh no.
Crunch mid.
Potentially. So we're going to push this? No, just slides back in towards cave. Spam doesn't connect on anything, and now for DMS, it's a contact walk out middle, which is smart until you realize that Vispal is here in Donut with the Orb and can drop the bomb.
Yeah, good position on the right-hand side. Maybe immediately cleared, and yes, Sia walks right in. That's a big ticket player to remove early. The bomb can't trade either. You have to make a new decision. Where do you want to go? Clear on the smoke. You don't see anyone crossing for the CTs. Jammy spots out one. She has the bomb, throws it down, so she'll fall. But the bomb can maybe be picked up. Ulus has removed a player on B. I don't know if that second player is noted, but it might not matter. The frags are coming through for the CTs. Save for Ulus, who's providing something back for DMS. No advantage still for CS2News ladies. Flames land, preventing the scaling. Sooner going to get on the line, but you can see the CTs ready to pounce. Hands busy planting, but not the push through. They allow the bomb to go down. Kitsuna and Ulus need to pull this one through. An aggressive sling, can't get it done. It's all on the Kitsuna, but no one's coming from long. Her fallback, a swing through, hits the shot onto Fatal. Getting past the bit car, hits the shot in the 1v1, but Vispal comes around and will defuse for a third for CS2News ladies.
recognize that feeling. The demons under your ceiling. When everything hurts and nothing is healing. Yeah, I don't even wanna be awake, cause every second that I live is like a wasting. Can you help me start to replace all the memories that stand in my ways? You know what I really hate the most is that happens to me is like a ghost. It's so far away. I only wanna be okay. Tell me why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just tomorrow we will rise.
A bit more of what we expected here on Ancient, with DMS running riot. 9 rounds on T's side has put CS2 ladies in a bit of a tricky spot. Fortunately for them, they took train, so they can rely on Dust2 as a fallback.
Yeah, exactly. Said that running train would be their best bet in this series, because Ancient looking great for DMS so far, and in this series looks to continue their great run on it. Dust2 ladies will get some good space. Smoke down long. They've gotten full control. Planted for them. Has to be the retake. There is a kit on Jammy and a lot of players coming over lane. Sostia with cave control. Not anticipated. Yeah, swings out with the dualies. Takes one down. And now they can force them back. Sostia, another multi-kill. She does not stop. Stormy gets one. Swap into the Glock from the dualies. Sostia just wants to get every single kill she can, but it's Ulyss who gets 3. And it's 10 for DMS.
I really like the way they played that DMS, because Sostia is in a unclearable cubby unless they go all the way around CS2News ladies. But Jammy says to the squad, rush. Be really loud over towards ramp. We'll make them think that we're going to come in for a cave, and we're not in there already. That's exactly what happens. And the flashbang from Jammy sets up both Sostia and Ulyss to do all the damage. Perfectly orchestrated by the in-game leader.
Exchange of pistols. Oh, that wasn't it. Sostia drops the flames, and they're just going to commit through. She's more than happy to mop them up. Jammy helps her out. And Stormy gets a dink off, but cops her HE to the noggin. And a bit not too happy with how this is looking. That was a, what, Galil dropped over? Forced up to try and make that happen. And this force by falling flat, this will be a speed run to Dust2.
Yeah. You can say that again. That was potentially the only way in which CS2News ladies could work their way back into this game, you feel, if they did exactly what DMS did to them. You win out the force bar, you reset the economy. News ladies, you could do it on train. You cannot do it on Ancient. 23 and 7, Ulyss is up at 16 as well. This is brutal, and this is a stark contrast to what we got on map 1. Oh, nearly. You could have seen that rare inspect animation into the headshot, but not quite.
Riddle has been fragging. Oh, okay. There we go. Don't let the deagle get too many bites. Jammy spots out another. HE dodged.
Ooh. Damn, all of those look dead on. Or close to it. Stormy beats the molly. Bavarona put on notice. You've also got Ulyss just tucked in this corner. Like, this is going to be an impossible crossfire to break, you would feel. Especially with the weaponry on display here for the T side. And they decide to get out of dodge. Beto is now leading the charge towards Donut. But Sostia is here.
Yeah, she's playing pretty passive. So actually, they can plant the bomb. They've managed to get a bomb plant, so that's pretty good.
Bomb has been planted.
I mean, at this stage, that it's going to be 12-3. So at the bomb plant, maybe not that big a deal. Sets you up for a post plant. The pressure now onto the CTs to retake. Maybe, just maybe, these pistols can do something. There's one deagle in Abitka's hands. Needs to connect. It does on Ulis. The Glock, P50, sorry, finding a kill as well. Jammy mops up, and that is map point.
Yeah. It just the donut players needs to get more than just like one kill. If they get two, then we're talking. That's some great analysis there from me. But unfortunately, in that position, like
if they get more kills, it is good.
It was never happening. You can try and spin it whichever way you want, but they had utility, they had kits, they had armor.
Yeah.
They have 12.
And 9 chances to take us to Dust2.
Ouch.
And his toes. Not feeling too good after that.
Bit of map control established, but no real threat of going anywhere yet up until Donut Smoke's put over. This is just mid control being established to then facilitate a B play. This ball, I was going to say, should expect this reaction. It's a really common one from the CTs. Fatal now holding strong by ramp. The DMS just disengaged. They've got a minute left to play with. Maybe Emocore can go on a little bit of a lurk. And the spam's really good. Fatal can't connect the dots on towards the long player, but Averona is incredibly vulnerable. But expecting us still to be in the corner? Why on earth would you?
Gets the assist as well, and now Ulis swings out, gets her 18th frag. This fell in the 1v4. Ulis might even be the one that ends it. We'll hear up that scope. And no scope does not connect. So DMS make quick work of Ancient, looking much more composed and in control on their map pick, with some superstar performances from a few of the team.
Yeah, exactly what you want, especially after losing Train in the manner that you did, where it did look a little bit all over the place for DMS. That you expect Socia to thrive. I'm also expecting more out of Averona, to be honest. I think Averona and Emocore, I still want to look at that head-to-head. I'm going to say, okay, which one of these two players is going to come out on top? And will it even matter? I feel like it should on a decider of D2. We'll have to wait and see how it pans out. Knife round done and dusted. CS2 ladies start on CT side, which I think is best for them right now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely feels that way. They got a decent setup. There's not been early action from DMS early, just the smoke towards doors. So they have a good read that short is going to be the play. The question is, can they deal with all these players? Jammy's got the smoke. The flashbang as well, set to set her players up for success. And Molly in Saucia's hands will go to Goose. Oh no, it goes to default. So they can play around this. A drop down, not quite working out. Fatal, Bitka, both chiming in with big frags. Averona activates out towards long, but she's swung on. And this has been a disaster for DMS.
I mean, what a really good setup for CS2News ladies. And I love the way that Fatal plays that. Because she doesn't get singed by the molly, she can delay her peak. And as soon as the contact is taken by the ramp player, that's when she strikes. And a bit needed just for one kill, and then falls back in to, well, actually she gets both, and then falls back in to deal with Averona out long, and it's swing or be swung in CS2, and Abitka takes the fight right to Averona.
Now we get the swing out. You can't lose another one of these.
No, they won't.
And they won't. They won't. Just the one casualty. M4? Fatal. What are you doing? Drop down that M4. Wasn't there an extra M4 there? I swear there was. Oh well. It is all good. 2-0. Start for CS2News ladies. This would be an insane upset if they could somehow pull this off.
Hang on, it's 2-1.
I'm just setting it up. Like, this would just be crazy.
It would be. You are right. I like this smoking towards deep top middle. We're seeing a lot of CTs aggress in towards mid, so this is now a consideration for DMS, but they took long really actively. So this smoke has denied a lot of info here for the T side. It also puts them on notice in case there is any further aggression in towards mid. But at the same time, CS2News ladies can now just recycle the smoke over at long, free up the rifler to come over and help out Fatal.
Now, Fatal clears the space, doesn't see anything, just going to drop a smoke. They're really doing a good job of denying DMS anything early here. They are still pretty intent on going towards short. Vispel will take a look. Good to be smoke, but again, I don't feel this is their intended destination. Ulyss will scoop the bomb and join Jamie in short. So at the moment, it's just Fatal who is sitting fairly passive at the moment. We'll call over some support.
Great nade. Is there any further counter utility? No, there isn't. Okay, so DMS should have a free runway in towards this site. Emo Core falls at the hands of Sosia, and Vispel will get mollied, but actually just takes this way straight into sight. Averona, that's an important trade. They know Fatal's in towards Goose, and a Bitgo, who's also jumping, just gets deleted by Sosia. Everything now feels fine for DMS, as Stormy is left in a 1v4, and the best she can do is save.
Big impact round from Sosia again, catching that player who's rotating from B, and then, catching out a Bitka. It did feel like a really cool play from Vispel, climbing up onto default. She catches out a player on that smoke spam. You can see the chance to get more, but just too many bodies to deal with. Yeah, I really thought CS2News ladies would get a little bit more out of that because it felt like they had a really good read on how that was going to play out.
I guess this time it's the timing of the Goose swing as well, because Fatal reveals herself. I really thought there was going to be more casualties as Vispel jumps in towards sight, but the smoke just blocked her vision and she was unable to get anything further from that. As you say, it is a little bit unfortunate because they were all set up for success, but DMS, it's that firepower that finally rears its head. Important round back. Another round in which there's no AWP present as well for either squad. And the same setup for the CT side, where you take long pretty proactively. Stormy's been bumped back away from tunnels by the nade, but a Bitka this time is going searching, and even though was exposed by Averona, she still takes the kill away.
Yeah, you still kind of have the advantage when you're sitting inside it, right? So she hears that HE thrown and is able to get that kill. Cheeky opener. A re-smoke at long doors.
Uh-oh. That was a team nade on Sosia.
Ouch. Oh. Well,
Right.
the team nade definitely helped that kill come through.
That's so BS. That's just... No. I'm laughing, but I'm angry.
Yeah, those happen to me all the time.
I feel like, you know that old man, like, meme where he's, like, yelling at the sky?
Yes.
That's me about CS2.
But then I watch my teammates take fights and they get like half an hour to convert their sprays. Oh, okay. Bitka not aware that long was a possibility, so potentially Kitsuna and Ulyss can find a way into this. If they can isolate this fight, Kitsuna will trade. They really needed to get that kill immediately, and she can't find Fatal. The swing comes out. That will be a 3-1 start. So DMS get one, but immediately slow down.
Important round for the CTs to pick up as well, because that means their economy is just working a little bit better. And you'll see the buy after the replay here for DMS. It will not be great. There might be a couple of AKs, but we're looking more at Galils. We're looking at Mac 10s, a scout in play. In fact, they're just going to save everything. Double stage loss. Makes sense to save in this juncture. You definitely argue that the force back in. That's keeping about 2.5. Kitsuna keeps all of her money for the AWP in the next. Deliberate planning. Best case scenario, here's a bomb plant for DMS.
Yeah, they're going to get all the space, so that's something. The scaling up long could prove to be tricky. Don't know about that one. That smoke. It's been thrown out. Don't think that quite bounced how it was intended.
Oh, what a nade.
Decent, decent. Jammy brought down below half. Very passive setup from CS2News, ladies. Here comes the Molotov. That will be disruptive. They have to run through it, but of course it's CT melee, so actually it doesn't really do too much. Emo Core is hungry for kills, takes down one of her teammates on the way. He smells low, tucked in towards Gandalf. The long flank throw comes through, and that will lock in the round. The only kill that came through against the CTs was from their own player.
You take that. You obviously don't want that, but you'll take it. If that's the only casualty, then fine. No problems. There is that ult for Kitsuna. Visible doesn't have one just yet. I really like how dynamic the CTs are being. They're consistently moving. They're trying to gather all this information early. We haven't really seen too much of a poker out towards upper tunnels in towards B either. So that's still something they can operate at any moment. They can get caught off guard here if DMS accelerate in towards mid a lot earlier than they're ready for. But no, didn't happen. So now Fatal's here in CT.
DMS has been pretty one-dimensional with these gun rounds. Every single one has been put a bit of pressure in middle and walk up short. Which, to be fair, is how a lot of Dust2 gun rounds do play out.
Yeah, it's kind of boring to watch at times.
I really hate this map. But no, a twist on the tail. B, perhaps the intended destination. Fatal in a good position to disrupt a mid to B play. And with two players kind of close to B itself, all right, Fatal ahead of this utility, and mid to B smoke gets thrown out, and Averona brought down low, 1 HP, dodging nades. That one goes a little too deep. Ulis, surely to be punished. Yeah, Fatal gets that kill, expecting a swing. It's not coming. The team's committing into the B bomb site. Stormy sitting back, is tested, and stands tall, looking for more, and she is delivering good damage on the Kitsuna. They just have to turn tail and run, saving the best option for these two remaining Ts.
Yeah, so here in this round, what you've got is you've got DMS looking to take short and fake that they're going to go there and then just translate it into a mid to B. The issue you've got with that is they didn't put enough pressure in towards short. They didn't drop the utility to sort of feign that they were going to commit hard in towards A. In fact, they didn't drop anything. They just had pure contact. They even jiggled the corner, didn't see anything. And that's not going to fly. We already spoke about the fact that Fatal and Emo Core had already reset out of their positions to reset and take mid. And that just means that very much like the meta, it's just one-dimensional. You go in towards the B tunnel, Stormy just hits some brilliant shots. There isn't enough util, surprisingly, for DMS to flush out this position. It's looking very flat. This is bearing a lot of similarities here to train.
If anything, it feels a little less competitive to train.
Scoreline-wise. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think you're right.
And a force investment, obviously, around the two saved weapons. You feel you have to. Sooner. Oh!
What a peek.
Oh! This felt better in dramatic fashion.
It's a smart way to peek that. You crouch underneath the door angle so the boost doesn't see you, and then as soon as Kitsuna moves into that line, Visible's already on the angle. Fatal, I would say, needs to be careful, but she just absolutely cleans them up. Like, wow. This is Fatal propaganda. Pick her up.
How? She was mid-inspec. She's kind of just lackadaisically hanging out. not really anticipating all of that aggression. But then, yeah, she just takes her fights and wins them. And Vispo's peeking you from your spawn.
Well then.
Well then. This would be this is actually, if CS2News ladies win, this is actually a crazy outcome, and I think it's going to have ricochets in this group. We'll talk about that more in detail when we do look at the revised standings after the series. Not writing DMS off yet. The CT side, I'm certain, is going to have a lot to offer, but you need something to work with, and 1 round thus far, not a great deal.
This is better. So now you're changing up the pace by just going straight in towards this mid to B. Smoke needs to come down before you cross. Fatal will do a lot of damage. Sosha will deal with 1, but it's Emo Core still on site alongside Stormy. And Sosha always doing the damage with Averona. Stormy now locked in towards tunnels and can't get by Kitsuna. It's a 2v1, and it's Fatal to try to pick up the pieces. And from nothing, DMS just pull around out the hat.
Yeah, the slow default wasn't working. Just run out mid with Tech 9s. That'll do it. Sosha catches up 2 players, I think, aggressively pushing from long, and she's just, with that Tech 9, finds both. And then, yeah, it's just a speed run into that B bomb site. Good trading, ensuring that Stormy can't get the multi-kill. If Stormy had found that second kill, completely different round. That's the bomb that can't get planted. Fatal in a good position then to rotate over, but Kitsuna has shown that she's very proficient with the sidearm. A bit of something special for DMS. A round out of the hat. Now their T side can get cooking.
Interesting Visible's position here. We'll speak about it in just a minute, because if it pays off, this is going to be huge. She even blocks the smoke to go mid to B, throws a nade back. Kitsuna's low, but so is Visible, so is a bit cut. But plans currently scuppered, missed AWP shot on the flick down. It needs to be short now for DMS.
HP players, Avika not in a great position. This has to be Fatal. Oh, the timing! Oh, the timing could not have been worse. Whisper wanted to get around the corner, and Fatal not able to trade.
Really?
Vika?
Why are we're not planting the bomb
Let's just
here?
plant the bomb. Let's just lock that in. It's a distraction to allow Averona to work. Draw the Aya towards site, let her lurk out, and that will be 3 for DMS.
All right, let's talk about Visible's position there, because the reason why she was in mid and couldn't go for any of her spawns is because there was a comms issue at the start of the round. She had dropped an extra FAMAS and then had to go and sell it in towards spawn. So she was really delayed to any peak. So she goes, do you know what? I'm just going to hang about in towards mid. Nearly disrupts everything because she had to sell an additional weapon.
Almost got the kill onto Kitsuna, hit the leg shot. Accidentally headbutts the mid to B smoke as well, which was fun.
I was going to say, there's so much chaos caused just by her being there. But the nature of why she was there is just kind of amusing. If DMS had lost that round, they go back and they watch the demo, they're just like, are you serious?
Okay, so they only saved the 2 guns there, and it does mean that now you've got 2 MP9s. So if DMS win this, suddenly, you know, we're talking 5-6 and a potential chance to tie things up from what was a commanding position.
That would feel pretty good. I think even you take 7-5 at this point if you're DMS. 6-6 obviously would be amazing, but it relies a lot on this round being sort of carried over and converted. We haven't seen them go long once, so it'd be interesting if they bring that out now. And actually, the only time they went long was on like that eco, where they were just able to burst through with techs. The CS2News ladies just weren't there. I'm surprised I haven't seen more like Kitsuna or peaks, but I guess she just hasn't had the spawn for anything. You see the spawn now for her, and it's just terrible.
You absolutely hate that. These spawns in general, you hate them. You can't really set your teammates up for long.
Like, I completely understand why Dust2 doesn't have fixed spawns on T side because of the, I guess, the length of the map. But at the same time, we used to have that on Overpass and it was fine. I just think it kind of is...
It sucks.
Yeah, it's not good compared to...
It's just not good.
The place that we were in with all the other maps.
All right. Baylor gets aggressive with the MP and a boost up. So as that first contact that can come through, and then she's able to swing if necessary. Oh, I wonder what caused that little change out. I guess maybe it was just a timing thing. Instead, a flashbang play and a swing out, but no success for the CTs. Jamie lines up two. Kitsuna finds hers. And now you know another player is aggressive. Well, Kitsuna doesn't want to give up that AWP. Bombs collected. And now you know where the final player is. You can just hightail it to A.
Kitsuna's been really shaky this series. So it's important for her to kind of sort of get that kill in towards lowers, help out her team. Because that could have potentially been a little bit of a disaster. But the AWP being in that position with DMS is really essential to get them over the line. So this will be a fourth, then it's the eco, then we can start talking about this potential for 7-5-6-6 territory. And again, it's DMS with a really smart recovery here. I do think their CT side will just look better than their T side because it's quite clear that they don't really have a deep layered strat book when it comes to D2 because we've just seen the same thing every single round.
Ulis as well, sitting on the goose egg currently. After a really phenomenal ancient too.
Yeah, true. That's got to change.
She's just part of the Dust2 hate clan. Welcome. Tuesdays we hate Inferno.
You know what? D2 actually reminds me a lot of... Hang on. Let me hold that thought. Just for probably like 10 seconds, I'll come back to it. Because they now know these players are in towards middle, which means that the potential is that they can be lower. Kitsuna is shooting at pixels and coming up short. Avrona and Jammy now just drop further utility. I guess you can fight these players. It's not going to be the end of the world, and yeah. A clean up for Jammy.
Yeah, nice shot.
Will get the final one. I was going to say, like, D2 reminds me a lot of Charizard when you compare it to Pokemon as we were earlier.
What?
Because everyone likes Charizard. Everyone likes, because he's nostalgic. Everyone likes Dust2 in CS because it's nostalgic. Should it be holding such a high place in everyone's hearts? Probably not.
Yeah, but Charizard's cool. Dusty's not.
Charizard's basic, and so is Dust2.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I say Charizard's maybe more like a Mirage.
Maybe. Vispal's destroyed Kitsuna, by the way. Wallbang headshot. And Fatal's won out her fight on Averona. So this is now 2 opening kills. Sasha will at least get 1 back, but Vispal's here on the angle. And DMS, the first round that they fought in towards long, and they've come away with absolutely nothing.
Wispel almost had a chance there onto a follow through as well. Gets the smoke deployed so that she can play around it if she wants. Oh, actually going to try and... Okay, that doesn't quite do the trick. Swing out. We don't know if you want to test her at the moment. Bomb is out towards long, so eventually that will need to get picked up. Ulas cannot convert the spray. Sosya. Goodness, look at hers. Potential for DMS to find their way back into this. Jammy.
Yeah, need that.
Bomb. Disengage. Sosya, if she wins this, it's a free pathway towards B. Can't quite convert. Vika falls back. Sosya peeks into the AWP. This is so all over the place. Who's going to win? Jammy, what's she spotted? On that little jiggle, surely
Yes.
now the wide swing. Oh my god, Sosya though has come around the corner and now it's a 1v1. Sosya, for her second ace in the series, needs to chase down Stormy, who even just drops the flames, trying to deny the collection, and she'll hit the headshot. 7-5, CS2 News ladies in the lead.
Oh my goodness me.
2 a.m. in the morning, and your anxiety's calling. You lay in your bed, but it feels like you're falling. Do you recognize that feeling? The demons under your ceiling, when everything hurts and nothing is healing. Yeah, I don't even wanna be awake, 'cause every second that I live is like a wasting. Can you help me start to replace all the memories that stand in my ways? You know what I really hate the most is that happens to me is like a ghost. It's so far away. I only wanna be okay. Tell me, why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me, why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. It's too late in the evening. I should probably get some more sleep, but I just can't seem to set my mind at ease. I can find an escape. There are many doors I would take, but I can't make one of them become a way. So I'm drowning myself in the media, 'cause I don't wanna face what I'm feeling, yeah. I am scared of fighting this alone. I've tried to turn on the light, but my demons know how to hide. Lately there is just no end in sight. Tell me, why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me, why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying for some better days.
Still see things in my apartment. Or in these places where your heart went. Traces of the night. Got me thinking maybe you love me, but that's just how it started. Worn things and problems that I don't need. Toothpaste, your cigarettes and heartbeat. Taught me to whisper when I'm sleeping, saying you love me, but that was just a daydream.
That was a dramatic end to the first half, wasn't it? But that's the difference between the scoreline all tied up and CS2 News ladies taking a slight lead here in this second half. Fatal flying down middle, and it's going to be met by Jammy. She needs to get out of there because they're all running on short. This is quick.
Oh, really quick. Yeah, she realizes she can't get back, so they have to concede so much space. There is going to be a full retake from CT, or they're going to have to go through long or short. Look at them. They're all grouped up in middle. This is weird, to say the very least.
Some will split through long, I imagine. Yeah, so 3-2 split.
No kid.
It's interesting all the utils going through long.
All right.
Look at the
Well, we're
setup.
spilt. And Emo Core. In fact, 3 players dealing with this short play, but long, that's where the main threat comes from. Kitsuna, Jammy find a kill, but T's now start to answer back with their own. Running out of bullets, Zulus hits another, and now you have to get on that defuse. Time's
No time.
up there, the round's done, there's no kid, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, you can try and stick it. The knife comes out, the round is done. Jammy, that's a cheeky one on Emo Core, who's just swinging her knife around with reckless abandon. It's the pistol going the way the tea is.
That's when you know you've won it and you're just having fun. Brilliant from Emo Core.
Because surely they knew they killed the player that was on the bomb.
I mean, what a brilliant round, because that was just really quick. They set the pace. A timeout called after the pistol is bonkers to me by DMS. You just want to eco this. You want to eco and get the guns out as soon as possible. The CS2News ladies, that is 2 pistols out of 2 here on Dust2. They're doing it. You don't want to sort of draw too many conclusions from the first couple of rounds in the second half, but this is looking beyond DMS's reach currently.
Yeah, Emo Core kind of girded. I mean, I expected that. You know, one of my favorite players, obviously. She's called Emo Core. She pulls out the knife. That's pretty emo, if you ask me. 2 HEs. And they do 4 damage, so 2 damage apiece. Not worth the $600. Fight. This is crazy. I'm thoroughly impressed by what I'm seeing out of CS2News ladies. My only issue is I'm putting asterisks. I just did the motion like in person of an asterisk. Not sure why. But you know, Fatal is the best player in this series and isn't a permanent member. Is standing in for Margot, who is a star player. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what to expect from this team for the rest of the season, but this is already fantastic.
I like that Visible did a head duck in real life. As she was crouching by the car. We all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it. I've got a score update for the Bigger Keeper Akuma game. That one went to a 3rd map, and that one did end the half level. 6-6.
What's that 3rd map? Nubis.
Newbies.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a map that you think does...
CT there? Hang on.
For both those teams, you feel is should be strong.
Oh, that was big. Who got to a 4-0 start.
That's the Angelica Hanka head-to-head, right? Hanka taking over Angelica's kind of roles. That's fun. Oh, fight out towards long. Goes 1-for-1. Flashbangs on both sides, setting up for success. Control established for DMS. Kitsuna falls off with her AWP. The mid to B. This would be a great call right now. So she's sweating. She's alone. She doesn't drop a smoke yet. I'm surprised she's still holding on to this. She's about to be under pressure. Okay, she's going to put it forward now. But they're already so close to coming through window. They're just going to force their way into the open. The flashbang just about bails out Stormy there. This is going to be double digits. This is not a retakeable position, especially if Fatal gets this kill. But if Avarona does, that changes the conversation. You know Stormy is low. Bispel in an exposed position. If she gets cleared, if Avarona does her due diligence, it's the save call.
You can't.
Oh.
I didn't want to cut you off, but you look at immediately where Kitsuna is. They've got no util. Like Avarona's got util, sure, but there's no kit. You've got no forward control. The rotates, it will take you like 20 seconds to get there anyway. You got to save this. You put so much stock into the Kitsuna AWP. She's even got a glass cannon. There's no way that they can force this issue, unfortunately, for DMS. So this will be double digits. This will be CS2News ladies having an unbelievable start to this second half, and Ulis has been removed as well. So that's another rifle you can't bring over. That's a really important kill by Emo Core.
Yeah, if you keep 3, you've got an investment, right? Because you can drop it. It feels okay. It's a little rough, but it's fine. But now you can't. You just need to kind of half buy around it, surely. Yeah, that's a relatable situation. That was a very polite way of being like, what just happened? Like, that's the, I know that my webcam's on and I can't like tilt too hard. I just have to be like, what? I forced, okay. Willis should have bought a kit. See if that becomes a problem. Heavy long lean for DMS. Especially with the AWP in a position that you know that Kitsuna will be forced back from.
It's a really good decision just to immediately go as 5 in this little cohort. Kitsuna needs to be flashed off the angle, dodges it, and that was nearly a collateral. She'll still take down a Bitka more than happily. And these players are now trapped in long. It will have to be another retake effort. And Fatal is just doing all the damage. Kitsuna and Ulis answer back immediately, but Visp will potentially set up for success. 2 versus 4. Stormy needed that fight because it gives Visp all the room to now make things even. Kitsuna trades again, and Averona has now got the space to work with. They will get the defuse here, DMS. That retake, it finally comes over the line, but that was a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, it got a little scary there, but some great shots from Kitsuna. Finally, we get to see some impact from her on the AWP. Didn't really get to see that on the previous maps. Ancient wasn't required, but here on Dust 2, expecting her to step up, particularly when they're on the back foot. So she delivers a huge 3K to give them that round. This first one, lovely stuff, and just being able to get that kill and fall back in the advantage, and then got so many opportunities almost at lineups there. And there's lots of kits. No one needs to worry.
I love this. Double push. Kitsuna leading the line. Stormy is holding.
Swing out. Tosia. Oh. That's it. Oh, okay.
Oh, is it okay? She
Oh.
took so much damage because they didn't have any further info. You go mid to B here. You got Vispel out immediately. Oh, Kitsuna spots the leg. Doesn't hit the shot. No damage going through that wall. And you've already got players out on short as well. Fatal doing a lot of damage. And that means that Vispel can facilitate the trade. You can bring the bomb over in this 3 versus 2. And you have all of the spots, the site.
Hold up. Kitsuna's hit another.
Oh my gosh. She nearly got Amo core.
She catches the player on the cross. That's allowed this 2v2 to come to head. Kitsuna still low. But Averona has the HP. These are the 2 players that converted the round prior for them, so they'll be asked to step up again. Just a couple of flashbangs for the T side. They sit back. Vispo ready to set this up. No. Repositions. Wants to enable Emo Core.
I miss Molly.
That would have been so disruptive too. On either of these positions. Emo just tucks. There is the kid on Kitsuna who drops down the swing out. Can't quite convert the shots, and you know that Kitsuna is here. She can't convert. And it's on to Averona, who will go down to Visbel. 3 in the round, 11 on the board.
Tell you what, even if Averona got that kill, there wouldn't have been time because Kitsuna, as you said, the only one with the kit, so you'd have to go in towards ramp, get the kit, and then go back and defuse. I don't think that they would have been able to win it outright anyway. So a really important shot on towards ramp. The fact that Visp was able to trade, that nearly gets out of hand just for a second by CS2News ladies, but they are able to recover it. They play it really well in the 2v2, and that Miss Molly cost DMS everything. Look at what they're working with to try and stave off series point. Absolutely nothing. And this is such a good call. Such a good call from CS2News ladies. Will take long. We know they're not going to be on the best buy. And they've already got the site.
$12 established with 6 chances of locking in their first win of the season. CS2 News ladies. They could have had it against Prototype Blaze. Imagine that, coming into this, winning out against DMS after beating Prototype Blaze. That would be a real scary situation for the other teams in this group. But sadly, couldn't pick up that win. But they have just gone and leveled up as they've moved along. And now prized to pick up this dub.
And it's everyone. It isn't like one player is outperforming the other. Look at the spread of kills on map 3. And I was worried about them being sort of destroyed on Ancient. I was like, okay, well, Dust2's in the back pocket. Like, it'll be fine, but it might be tough if you come off a really devastating loss. But no, they've shrugged that off like it's nothing. They're looking in impeccable shape. Akuma takes the lead over Big on map 3. 7 rounds for Big, 9 for Akuma.
What?
That'd be another upset.
And a day for it seems. Oh my god, Fatal! Who is she?
She is her. Stormy on this angle with Ulis. Oh, catches the fade. Catches the fade brilliantly. This is it. Surely it's all said and done. Averona left into a 1 versus 5. Will deal with Emo Core, but now needs an ace. Under time pressure as well. Will flash in towards Short, but she's already being flanked. A Bitka will be removed, but check out this play from Vispel. Fatal still got the AWP, holding strong. It's Stormy to lock it in. CS2 News, ladies, 13-6 DMS on map 3.
First win of the season in dramatic fashion. And yeah, they should get excited. That's an incredible outcome for this squad. Started with a victory on Train, a bit